gentlemen, Dr. J.
Grand Rising, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. J. Please make sure you click like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell so you know each time that I upload a new video. So today I want to talk about, of course, we're always talking about our health. And our health is a holistic system. That's mind, body, soul, environment, past traumas, all those things combined. Today, I want to talk about fear. And I felt very strongly this morning that I needed to talk about it because, again, fear is rising. And why is it rising? Because the media is portraying doom and gloom constantly. And many of us are so glued to the TV or so glued to the news, CNN, Fox, where you have to understand there's an agenda behind everything. There's an agenda. And depending on how much you buy into that agenda depends on what you believe. And when you're surrounded by negative energy day in and day out, via phone calls, text messages, the news, television, movies now, we personally in our household, we do a lot of reading now because we can't watch TV. There's things on these movies and shows that come out, and really it's garbage. It's garbage, and you take in that garbage, and because you take in that garbage, it affects your body. So what's happening again? For the last 2 years, we have been inundated with fear and the fight between science and conspiracy. And I'm going to say this on behalf of both, is all conspiracies are not just conspiracies. A lot of this information is real, and they want to bury it and make it look like it's not. And if you really use critical thinking, you'll see between the lines. You'll see what's really going on. And if you're watching, if you're glued, I have family members who are glued to the news channel. If you're glued to the news channel, then it affects your sense of reasoning. It really wreaks havoc on your body because you don't even realize it, even though you feel like, well, I'm cool, but that fear, you can't sleep. Everyone that I know that's glued to the TV, they have a hard time sleeping. So it's really affecting your body and your sympathetic nerve, which is governs fight or flight. You're constantly in fight or flight because you're afraid of this, you're afraid of that. They told you this week, next week they're telling you something different, next month they're telling you something different. And so it's like it's like being a hamster in a wheel. You just keep going round and round and round. And so you start to have health issues. You start to have heart palpitations. People who didn't suffer from anxiety before are now suffering from anxiety. People who weren't depressed before are now depressed. People who were sleeping well before can't sleep. Their body just constantly having these electric shocks to it. And that's not good for your health. How do you heal? How do you heal when you're constantly bombarded with negativity? Your body can't do what it needs to do. So what I'm asking you to do today is I'm asking you to stop believing in the fear-mongering. Fear is false evidence appearing real. I'm not telling you to not pay attention to the latest information, but we've seen for the last almost 2 years now, it flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. And when it flip-flop, you flip-flop. And your body doesn't know whether to turn on, turn off, fight, retreat, fight, retreat. All this is messing with your health, all of it. And what do? We've been, living differently for the last 2 years. And so what happens is some of us are doing this. Eat, 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 eat. And some of us have the opposite effect. We won't eat. We're too stressed out and we don't even realize it. So you can't heal the way you should because you don't have the ability to rest. And so this is where deep breathing comes in. And I'm going to admit, hey, I've even got some bags now. I've been working around long hours because the clients are increasing, but I'm hearing, when I look at different cases, I'm seeing a pattern. There's a pattern with many of them, and this is why I'm speaking about this today. We need to learn to relax and turn things off. I do have people that they just totally got off social media, and they, for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and they said they felt so much better when they got off social media. Now, you're watching YouTube. I'm not telling you get off. I'm saying be careful, be cognizant of what you're watching, what you're feeding into your spirit, what you're feeding into your mind, because when you sleep, some people say, I don't dream, I don't dream. Everyone dreams. You just may not remember those dreams. You might be a person like me. Since I was 4, I've dreamed in color. I can control my dreams like I can watch a remote control watching TV. That's a gift. Everybody can't do it. But we all dream. And what happens is subconsciously we dump all that negativity or positivity in our sleep, and you wake up. You want to know why you didn't sleep well. You don't feel rested. That's part of it. Fear keeps you from eating properly. Fear has an effect on your digestive system. You know, how you chew your food. Are you eating fast? Are you taking your time? Are you drinking while you eat? Because you shouldn't do both. You should just eat, and not drink, because if you drink before, and if you're having weight issues, if you drink water maybe 30 minutes before, you eat less. There's different things, and that's a whole nother subject. But fear stops you from doing that. Fear will have you not drinking enough water. Fear will have you not eating properly. It will have you losing sleep, which you need sleep. Your cells cannot rejuvenate. Your body needs rest. It will affect you in that way. It will affect your mood. It will affect your cognitive ability. You won't have clarity. It does so many things, to hurt you. So what do we do about that? Now that I've talked about it, okay, Dr. J, you talked about all that. What's the point? The point is, there's things that we can do to help with that. Besides turning that off, just like you would detox your body from junk that you eat, you need to detox your mind so that you can rest, so that your body can rejuvenate itself. And there's certain ways to do that. Yes, you can meditate. If you meditate a couple times a day, even if you just spend 5 minutes, it will help relieve the stress and the pressure that you feel from the fear. You can also do deep breathing exercises. Just take in, especially outside, if you're in the woods or somewhere in a beautiful place, go and just inhale, slowly exhale. That's one of the things that you can do. Another thing is herbs. Teas are wonderful when you feel stressed. Teas get herbs, vitamins, minerals into your body. And let me tell you some of the herbs that could work for you. There's a group of herbs called nervines, and those are great for stress. There's also adaptogens, and that's scientifically, those are great for stress as well. They help you relax. But nervines, because the central nervous system is really a large part of how your body reacts to stress, you can try lemon balm. You can try lavender. I have lavender here. Some lavender flowers. Oh, if you know lavender, oh, it smells so good. But let me tell you, you get some lavender, get a lavender candle, get some lavender essential oil. I prefer therapeutic grade because, of what I do, I use the highest grade, and it's not cheap. It's expensive. But lavender, this is lavender, so you can see what that looks like. Lavender is really good and calming. And I'll tell you what we do at night when we've had a pretty tight day is we also use chamomile. This is chamomile. And we put these two together in a tea. And it tastes very good, and it's very soothing, and it's very relaxing. It's very relaxing. Another thing is you can use catnip or linden, skullcap. These are some of the herbs that can be used. But again, if you're going to use herbs, I highly suggest that you speak to an herbalist instead of just doing it yourself, because you can buy these teas in the store, and they give you a little bit, and you only need a teaspoon, to be infused in a good hot cup of alkaline or spring water. But if you're really having an issue, I mean, that it helps temporarily, but when you want the full strength, you want the loose teas so that you can control how much of the medicinal properties in the herb you can get into your body. So those are just a few of the herbs that are good for stress induced by fear. And so again, I just want to press upon you, if you understand the code, it's December and it's winter. And I'm in California, and our winters, it's 40, 50 degrees here where I live in California, and that is ridiculously cold to me. And I could not imagine being in New York or Detroit. My family's from Detroit, and I can't imagine. I remember being there in the winter, and it's just too cold for me. My Cali blood can't handle it. But this is when colds and flu and viruses and other things pop up, because your body is having to adapt to some extreme weather. And because we're indoors, we're subjecting ourselves to some extreme information. Please, if you love yourself, and I know you do, pay attention to what I just told you. Deep breathing, meditation, prayer, some nice music, nice smooth jazz music is so calming. It's true. It does soothe the savage beast. It's calming. Do something that's relaxing. Candles, put a log in the fire if you have a fireplace, and herbs. Herbs really work, and they really help. And I don't mean just drink it once. Drink it 3 times a day, and you will notice a difference. Your sympathetic nerve will thank you. Let me know what you think. Please comment. I'd like to talk to you. And also let me know if you'd like to do a live. Again, may the Most High bless you and keep you well. Shalom.